Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Apologise about the light. I just got something to ask in regard to legality of challenge locks. I heard Bosnian Bill say once about if the bitting on a lock is on a 6-pinner, if number 5 pin is deeply undercut and number 6 pin at the back is very high lift and the warding and the keyway doesn't allow you to get access under 5 to lift 6, it's a bit of foul play in regard to the gentleman's agreement with what lock sport is and the art of making challenge locks, and then the art of the enjoyment of having someone either be defeated or to beat your craftsmanship. So within that, after I opened up this lock, which was the original cylinder that I had took the core out of for the restricted keyway for the challenge lock that I'm making with Thumper, what happened was there was something that I realised that a locksmith had done this, and this is how I'm going to explain it. And I just want to know if anyone's ever talked about this and whether this is legal or not. If I get there, imagine that I'm repinning this lock and I've got a really long spring in the cylinder, in the chamber, and I've put a really long driver in there, and when I push it down it literally takes all the effort that I've got to mush that spring. It's not sitting in there compressed, it's sitting in there mushed. I've pushed with everything I've got. Finally that gets me to the shear line. Now in regard to that, imagine if you've got that in the back, it's pin number 6 and pin number 5 isn't undercut, it still allows you access to get to it. Is that legal to have that for the fact that it's going to need so much force to lift it to actually get it to that shear line? You're actually creating a pick buster, because depending on what the keyway is and that, the point that you're actually levering against to get that, that might just snap. You know, you're just going to be snapping shit. But in the context then as well, that in real world applications, you imagine that someone goes to go and put a bump key in that. If you had what Bosnian Bill was saying about having pin number 5 as very undercut and then pin number 6 is very high lift, what you end up happening is that if you put an electric pick gun in there and it buzzes it, it hits it, it can actually bounce that high lift and set it, even though the same thing can happen too with the bump gun. You can, with the bump key, you can just hit it the right way, and then the peaks on the key can shoot them pins up and you can get it, just get lucky with it. But if you required a pin that needed to go up so tight, and actually, because when you got a spring it can compress like that, but then the coils that are in the spring, they can actually be mushed and you get the tiniest bit out of it. That's what I'm talking about, a mushing of a spring and pushing of the driver. It's that extent that gets you to the shear line. Now, is that legal? Is that fair play? I can see it, why it would work in the real world application, because that would stop a bump key, that would stop a pick. You know, snapping picks in there to try and get past that. Yeah, but in the application of challenge locks, what do we reckon? Is that foul play or not? Has anyone discussed it before? I haven't heard it, and I'd just like to know what people's thoughts are on it. Yeah. Anyway, cheers for that, and let me know what you think. And I apologise about the light, I'll try and fix it when I can. Thanks.